Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, student.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
So we are studying this chapter number 3, and in chapter number 3, you remember that we have discussed a lot of things in vectors, and this is chapter number 3. So we were solving the problems, and this is another problem. Let's see. A vector in the xy plane has a magnitude of 25 meter and x component of 12 meter. The angle it makes with the positive x-axis is. So we have to find the angle. So the question is this one. This is xy plane. So in this xy plane, there is a vector and its magnitude is 25. Okay. And an x component of 12 meters. So it means this is x component and this is equal to 12 meter. So he is asking about this angle theta. So what you will do, this is a very simple, that ax is equal to a cos of theta. You apply this one, and ax is 12, a is 25 into cos of theta. So cos theta is equal to 12 over 25, and theta is equal to cos inverse 12 over 25. So you can solve this one with the help of the calculator. You will see the answer will be 61 point around 3 degree. So our answer will be 61 degree. Okay. After this, the question is, in the diagram, A has a magnitude 12 meter. So it means the vector A has a magnitude 12 and B vector has a magnitude of 8. Okay. Just 1 minute, please. Assalamu alaikum. जी सर सर मैसेज आ गया, मुझे अभी आया मैसेज। हाँ मिल गया मैसेज, शुक्रिया जी, आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया सर। हाँ चलो ठीक है, मैं क्लास ले रहा हूँ, मैं फिर बात करता हूँ। ओके ओके। So A vector has a magnitude of 12 and B vector has a magnitude of 8. Okay. The x component of A plus B is about. So we have to find A plus B vector. Okay. We need this one. So to find this one, first we will make the components of this one. This is x component, this is y component of vector A. So A vector is equal to B, its magnitude is 12. So you can write here 12 into cos of 45 into I unit vector plus 12 into sine of 45 into j unit vector. So you can solve with this one, that 12 into cos 45 is 0.707 into I plus 12 into 0.707 into j. So when you solve this one, I am writing the answer here, 8.48 plus 8.48 j, because answer will be the same, this one and this one. So this is our A vector. Now we want to find the B vector. So B vector is equal to, here is the B vector and this is your x-axis line. You can draw a component, make the components like this and this. This is along positive x-axis. So this will be, value of B is 8. So you can write 8 into cos of 60 into I plus minus. Here you will put minus because its direction is downward. Minus 8 into sine of 60 into j unit vector. So when you solve this one, the answer is around, here is 4i minus 7j. This is the answer of B vector. Now you can find A plus B. So a plus b, when you find, you just add with this one and add this and with this one. So answer is 12.48 I plus 1.48 j. So he is asking the x component of a plus b is about. So the x component is this one. So his answer is around 12. Okay. So you can take this one. If he is asking, find the magnitude of a plus b, so you will find the magnitude 4.8 in 12 square into 1.48 square and under root. So in this way you can solve it. Okay. After this, this problem is a little technical, and see this one, 4 vectors, this vector, this vector, this vector, and this vector have all the same magnitude. This is given. Same magnitude mean that a vector magnitude is equal to b vector magnitude is equal to c vector magnitude is equal to d vector magnitude is equal to any number. You can suppose any number. So the best number you can suppose is 1. This is better. Okay. Because it has the same magnitude. You can write here a, b, c, or any number. So the angle between the theta angle between the adjacent vectors is 45. This value is given. As shown, the correct vector equation is. So which one is correct answer? This is the question. So to see this one, what you have to do? First, you have to find the A, B, C, and D vectors in the component form. It's better. So A vector is along J direction, Y direction. So it means it has only one component, and that is J unit vector, because magnitude is 1. Okay, now B vector. I draw here components. So B vector will be what? B vector will be B cos of 45 I plus B sine of 45 j. So B vector is, B magnitude is what? 1. So if I put here 1 into cos 45, because here you can see the answer is in under root 2. Here under root 2. So what we'll do? We will put here cos 45 is equal to 1 over under root 2. Okay. So 1 over under root 2 is actually 0.707. So B is 1 and cos 45 is 1 over 2 under root into I, plus B is 1, sine 45 is same, is this one. So this is our B vector. Now A is clear, B is clear. Now C vector. So C vector is only along x-axis. So its component will be only I unit vector. So D vector is what? You just draw a line. This is one component, this is another component. So here again you can write here the same equation like B, but the difference is this one, because this is opposite to this one, but this line and this line is same. So you can write here 1 over 2 under root I minus 1 over 2 under root j, opposite to this one. Other things are same. Now this is our vectors in the form of ij, in ij form. So what we will do? We will take the first equation. Suppose we are taking this equation. If we solve this equation and we get answer 0, then it means this is correct answer. If it is not 0, then it means it is wrong answer. This is the way. So what we will do? Here I solve this one. You can solve this one and see the answer is not 0. You can see and check this one, see and check this one, but the answer is this one. How answer is this one? I am solving this one. Okay, B plus D minus 2 under root C equal to 0. So B plus D is what? Here you can see B is 1 over 2 under root I plus 1 over 2 under root J plus 1 over 2 under root I minus 1 over 2 under root J. Okay, this is B plus D. Minus 2 under root C is I. If our answer is 0, then this equation is correct. So this J will cancel with this J, and 1 over 2 under root I plus 1 over 2 under root I, it will be 2 over 2 under root I minus 2 under root into I. So you can write 2 under root into 2 under root over 2 under root into I minus 2 under root into I. So this 2 under root will cancel with this one. So you will get this answer like this one, and this will cancel and answer will be 0. So if answer will be 0, it means our correct answer is this one. Don't go to the other options. Okay. Okay, understand? Any question? Yes, student.
Clear.
Okay, if it is
Answer
clear,
clear.
yes, okay. If it is clear, then we are moving to the other slide. So here you can see the vector V3 in the diagram is equal to, this is vector V and this is in the 3 here, subscript. So he is asking a question, which answer is correct here? So to solve like this type of problems, what you will do? We have studied in the previous that one was the parallelogram law. You remember that this one, we make a parallelogram and then complete this one. And one was the triangle law. Triangle law mean what? We have to complete a triangle. So we like this one and we solve like this one. Okay. So our one vector is here, the other vector is here, and this is our, if this is A, this is B, then this line will be A plus B. Okay. So one is this diagram, which you have studied before. Now I'm giving you one more concept. If like this type of problems come, then what you will do? You should make an order. Order mean if this is A, this is B, and this is C, suppose the order is like this one. It means that A plus B plus C equal to 0. So here you can see if this is V1 and this is V2 in this direction, if I'm going this direction and then this direction, it is V1 plus V3. Okay. This, if this line is in this direction, then I will write here plus V2 equal to 0. But this line is in this way. So what I will do? V1 plus V3, V3 minus V2 equal to 0. I will write like this one. Understand? Because we are going in this way, then this way, and if we go like this way, then we will write this equation. But here we are going this way, and this way. We will write this equation, V1, V3, and minus V2, opposite. So when you solve this one, answer will be what? Answer will be, we need V3 actually. So here in the question, it is stating that vector V3 in the diagram is equal to what? So V1 minus V2 is equal to minus V3. When this V3 comes in this side, it will become minus. So if we skip this minus, then you will change this one, V2 minus V1. So our answer for V3 will be this one. Understand?
Yes.
Understood, teacher.
Okay, so next question. The next question is this one. The vector, this is the same like that one. The vectors A, B, and C. This is vector A, this is B, this is C. Are related by this equation. He has given this equation. C minus B minus A. Now the question is, so the equation is given. You have to find the correct diagram. Understand? Which diagram below illustrates the relationship. So using this equation, see which diagram is correct. This is our question.
C diagram.
Okay, let's see. I'm solving. So A plus B plus C equal to 0. Because this is going this direction, this is going this direction, this is going this direction. Okay. If I want to write the C, B and minus C. So here is the C. So if I want to make C, then answer will be minus A minus B. So this is wrong. Understand? A plus B and this is minus C equal to 0. So A plus B is equal to C. This is not this one. This is wrong. Okay. I'm starting from here. B plus C and minus A equal to 0. Yes. And B minus A is equal to minus C. B minus A is equal to minus C. So C will be what? Minus B plus A. So it means it is A minus B. A minus B. But our answer is B minus A. So C is wrong. Understand or not? Yes.
Yes, doctor.
Okay. Now we have the last option. In the last option is what? A plus C minus B equal to 0. So A minus B is equal to minus C. I put this C in the side. So you want to make C. So this will be minus A plus B. So minus A plus B, you can write B minus A, and this is equal to C. So this is the correct answer. So it means this is correct. Understand?
Yeah, understood, teacher.
Okay. Other students are understanding or not? Because I am putting more energy.
Yes, doctor. It's clear.
So you must understand. It doesn't mean that at the end you will say, we cannot understand this one. Okay. Let's see another question. The same like this one. I solved this. Okay, let's see. The question is, it is giving one diagram. The diagram is what? I'm making the diagram. This is A vector, and this is B vector, and this is a C vector. In this direction, the question is, the diagram shows 3 vectors which sum to 0. Which sum to 0 mean A plus B plus C equal to 0. Which statement below is true? Now the statements are what? Number 1, A plus B is equal to A minus C. Number 2, A plus B is equal to B minus C. Number 3, A minus B is equal to 2A minus C. Number 4, A minus B is equal to 2A plus C. Now, these are the options. The question is, which one is correct? So it means if we solve this one, our answer should like this one. So if I solve this one, A plus B minus A plus C, the answer is what? This is cancel. Answer is B plus C. So this is wrong. We make this answer. Okay. If you see this one, you can see that this B and this B will cancel. Answer will be what? A plus C equal to 0. So this is wrong. The next is A minus B minus 2A plus C equal to 0. So here minus A, if I solve this one, minus A minus B plus C equal to 0. So if I take minus common, then A plus B minus C equal to 0. So this is also wrong. This is wrong. It's not equal to plus C. No, the last option surely will be correct. But how it is correct? Solve it. A minus B minus 2A minus C equal to 0. So minus 2A plus A minus B minus C equal to 0. So minus you can take common and answer will be A plus B plus C equal to 0. So this is the correct answer. Okay. I think you understand.
Yes, yes. It's clear, Doctor.
Okay. So this is all about this chapter number 3. So I have finished this chapter number 3. So already I have uploaded the test bank solution, selected problems of test bank solution of this survey book. You can see and check on the YouTube. Okay. If it is not working, no, this time it is working, because last time I didn't, I have forgotten the access of that one. Okay. Now I have given already the access of that file. So you can download and check this one. Okay. Understand?
Okay, Doctor.
Okay. After this, chapter number 3, now we want to move on chapter number 4. I just discuss with you some points of this chapter number 4, and then, but with full energy, with full concentration, we will start this chapter in the next week. Okay. So let's see this. Where is the chapter number 4? Okay, just 1 minute. Now you can see this is your I'm sharing you this your chapter number 4. Okay, you can see this one.
Yes, Doctor. See it.
Okay, so in chapter number 4, you can see that this is about motion in 2 dimension. This is motion in 2 dimension. So in motion 2 dimension, okay, just wait, I have to find the pointer. Where is the pen? Yes. Okay. Motion in 2 dimension. I think it is not properly working here. So motion in 2 dimension is, I am going to the, better is going to this side. It's not working very good here. Okay, so motion in 2 dimension, what we will study. Motion in, I am just giving you the introduction. Motion in 2 dimension. So in the last chapters, we have studied motion in 1 dimension. So 1 dimension mean the body is moving in a straight line, either like this one or like this one. Okay. So this is called 1 dimensional motion. But in 2 dimensional motion, you will study that XY plane. This is called XY plane. So in XY plane, the body is moving up, but with some angle like this one. We will study like this one, or we will study like this one. This is called circular motion. So circular motion is 2 dimensional. Here we will study the projectile motion. Projectile motion is like a missile motion. So this is also 2 dimensional motion. So what is the meaning of 2 dimensional motion here? If we throw the ball upward vertically and come back down, then it is 1 dimensional. But if we throw the ball and it makes an angle which is not 90 degree to the horizontal, but it makes a certain angle less than 90 degree, like this one, then its motion will be like this one. So this motion is called projectile motion. So if we have this sphere, this is a sphere, cricket ball, football, like this one. So this is 3 dimensional picture. This is 2 dimensional. Circle or ring, these are the 2 dimensional. But sphere is the 3 dimensional motion. And 1 dimensional is the line. This line is a 2 dimensional or arrowhead. This is 1 dimensional. So here our target is to study the 2 dimensional motion, and when the dimension increases in physics or in mathematics, the things becomes a little difficult. Okay, 3 dimension is more difficult than 2 dimension, but 2 dimension is not too much difficult. But here you will see and check all these things. Okay, so here in this 2 dimensional motion, what we will study, the same thing we will study, the equations of motions, equations of motion, but we will write it in the 2 dimensional form. So you know that VF is equal to VI plus AT. Okay, so you can make here, this one is in 2 dimensional, you can make here VIX into I unit vector plus VIY into J unit vector and plus A. This is vector, this is vector, this is vector. So you can write it into AXI plus AYJ like this one into T. Okay. So similarly, we can write the other equations like this one, that X is equal to, last time we have studied that X is equal to VIT plus half AT square. Okay. So this X you can write in the XI plus YJ form, in this form. And similarly, again, VI you can write like this one in the J form and into T plus 1 over 2 into AXI plus AYJ into T square. Okay. So this is our actually in two-dimensional motions. But in the previous, we just write this equation and solve the problems. Or we write the this equation 1 over 2 AT square and solve the problems. Or VF square minus VI square is equal to 2AX. We solve all these problems with applying this equation. The equations are same. The problem is writing in two-dimensional case. This is what we will do. One thing. Okay. In the second thing, which I want to discuss, that is the body is moving. If the body is moving in a straight line, here it's at point A, B, C, D. Suppose at point A, its velocity is 3 meters per second. At point B, its velocity is 5 meters per second. Its velocity is, suppose, 7 meters per second. Its velocity is here 9 meters per second. So you can say that the velocity of the body is increasing. It means the velocity is changing. So you know that acceleration is change in velocity over time. Here, which thing is changing? Here, this number is changing. This number is changing mean the speed is changing. The speed is changing, but the direction is same. You know that velocity has two things. One is the speed and one is the direction. So here the speed, the numbers, the magnitude, the values, I'm saying the values, the numbers, they are changing. Due to this change, acceleration is producing. This is one-dimensional. Now, I'm coming towards two-dimensional. Circle. In circle, the motion is two-dimensional. When a body is moving around a circle like this one, this value remains same. The distance from here, this is called radius, which is you call nisf kotre, it is same. So at this point, the velocity is here. 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 So in circular motion, here the numbers are changing, but in circular motion, this number is same. This number is same. What other thing is changing? Direction is changing. Direction is changing. So due to change in direction, again there is an acceleration. Here, due to change in number, there is an acceleration, but direction is same. This is the difference between one-dimensional and the two-dimensional. So we will study this chapter with forcefully, with good energy after this week. So in the next week, I will teach you chapter number 4, and let's see what happens. If you have any question, you can ask.
Yes, teacher, I have a question about the midterm.
About the midterm, your question I cannot answer because I don't know about this one.
Inshallah, when you will get the information about the midterm?
Okay, so today I will try to ask to Dr. Michel Al-Harbi. Okay, and
Okay.
if he answered me something, then I will send you by email.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you. Okay, if you have any other question, you can ask me. So if you don't have any question, then inshallah, see you in the next week. And with this chapter
Inshallah.
number, with
Thank you,
chapter
doctor.
number 4. Okay.
Thank you, teacher.
Assalamu alaikum.
Salam.